Hey guys, welcome back to Advanced Bass Fishing, and appreciate you guys swinging by the channel for the video today. And I don't know if you can see it from looking at the video, but it is almost dark here. It's going to be dark in probably about another 10 or 15 minutes. Perfect segue, guys, to talk about night fishing in the summertime of the year, specifically in the month of August and September. This is the time you want to go night fishing. I'm going to give you guys some tips and advice on that in today's episode here. Also, guys, thank you very much, man, for everybody that's taken time to subscribe here to Advanced Bass Fishing. Appreciate everyone that's done that. Also, guys, thank you very much for everybody that's been using all the links that I put in every Advanced Bass Fishing video. If you're using those links, helping the channel out in a big way, so really appreciate that. Okay, guys, night fishing. Let's talk a little bit about this. I know there's probably not a ton of dudes out there that night fish, but if you've never night fished before, this is going to be a good video for you guys. And if you've fished at night before, this is going to be a good video for you guys. And if you've never night fished before, maybe this is going to encourage you guys to do so. Bass feed at night. This is my strong opinion on bass fishing. I think that probably 90% of the active hunting, feeding that a bass does is during the nighttime. I think that when you catch a bass during the daytime, a lot of times it's an opportunistic, situation for the bass. They're biting out of instinct or reflex or just, curiosity or anger or competition. There's other things that trigger strike, not because they're actively feeding. I don't think that they actively feed and hunt for food in the daytime very much beyond just an opportunistic chance. But I think at night, I think that they go out intentionally hunting for food. And that is why bass fishing at night is so much better most of the year. But anytime that water temperature is over 55 degrees or so, bass fishing is always going to be better in the nighttime, especially in the late summertime. Now, to give you guys sort of a comparison on what I'm talking about, what you can expect, let's say, for example, at the time of filming this video, we're in about the third week of August. If we would go out tomorrow, say we got out on the lake at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning and we went fishing all day, and say we caught 7 or 8 bass during the course of a day, doing whatever. I promise you guys, you could go out that very evening, get out there about 11 o'clock at night, fish from about 11 o'clock until 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that, and you're going to catch 4 times as many bass. If you caught 7 or 8 bass during the daytime, you're going to catch 25 or 30 at night, and they're going to be bigger too. This is the reality of the situation, almost without exception. Bass bite very well at night. And I don't know why more people don't do it. That's the thing about it. It's like, I know that people got things to do and they don't want to stay up all night and they got responsibilities, so they can't just leave all the time and go night fishing. But guys, if you can get out there and night fish, give it a try, because it is so much more productive. So if you've never night fished, or even if you've night fished a little bit, let me give you a few tips of advice to make it simple on the lake or river that you're fishing. Now, if you're fishing like a farm pond or something, all you have to do is just wade around the bank and throw a spinnerbait, just down the bank, parallel to the bank, and you'll catch them. But if you're fishing out of the boat in a man-made impoundment, there's three primary areas that are going to get you a lot of bites. Number one is any type of a channel bank, bluff bank that is near a point. So let's say, for example, you're back in a creek arm or on the main lake. Try to find those steeper rocky banks, or steeper banks in general, that get close to being on a point, and fish those banks from about 100 yards from the point to the point itself, and fish the point. Obviously, these are high percentage areas. Points obviously are going to be a really good area, especially a little bit steeper points. But bass, what they do is on those steeper banks, a lot of those fish are out deeper during the daytime. They may be suspended out 100 yards off the bank, but at night they'll swim up to the bank on those steep banks, and they'll feed looking for crawdads or perch or whatever they can get. So you always want to think steep banks at night. These are the best areas for fishing, is any type of a sharper drop off, steeper angled bank. So I want to be on at least a bank that has a 45-degree angle. Even better if it's 60, or a bluff bank's even better. And again, don't forget the points. Second thing with that is, and riprap too. Riprap can also be good. Second thing with that is any type of a lighted boat dock. If you have a lake that has lighted boat docks on it, they're magnets for fish because at night, because those lights attract bugs. The perch come in to feed on the bugs. The bass come in to feed on the perch. So it just depends if you have docks or not. I mean, if you have docks, give it a try. But if you don't have docks, you can fish those steeper banks. And you really only need a couple baits. It's very simple. Half-ounce spinnerbait, black spinnerbait, usually with like a number 5 gold Colorado blade. That's the staple nighttime spinnerbait. Slow roll it down those steeper banks. And like some type of a 9 or 10 inch Texas rig plastic worm. Usually something like a June bug or plum or something like that, a little bit darker color. 8 to 10 inch worm is a deadly nighttime bait. Jig works pretty good too. Jig and chunk works pretty good. Chatterbait a little bit too. But if you gave me just 2 baits, guys, give me a 9 inch worm with about a 1/4 ounce sinker on it, and give me a half-ounce black spinnerbait, and I'm good to go. So anyway, guys, give it a try if you haven't done that. Great way to catch them. Definitely pretty fun. So we'll talk later.